Stop blaming your legs. If you're waking up in the middle of the night with your calf suddenly turning into a rock, your toes curling, and a sharp, painful cramp that makes you jump out of bed, there may be more going on than simply you need to stretch. And here's what most people don't realize. Nighttime leg cramps can have multiple causes: electrolyte imbalance, dehydration, certain medications, nerve problems, poor circulation, muscle overuse, and sometimes magnesium may be part of the puzzle. But there's something even more important you need to understand before you start taking supplements. Because if you treat the wrong cause, the cramps can keep coming back. So in this video, I'm going to break down why these cramps happen, what may be triggering them, and what you can safely do about them. Imagine your calf muscle suddenly receiving the message, contract. The muscle contracts. But instead of relaxing normally, it stays contracted. That's a muscle cramp. And the reason it hurts so much is because the muscle is contracting involuntarily and remaining tight. Normally, your nervous system constantly balances signals telling your muscles to contract and signals telling them to relax. When that balance gets disrupted, nerves can become more excitable. And that's where things get interesting. Because the problem may not simply be the muscle itself. The nervous system controls the muscle. So anything that changes nerve excitability, muscle fatigue, hydration, or electrolyte balance can potentially contribute to cramping. That's why simply stretching the muscle may give temporary relief, but may not address why the cramp keeps happening in the first place. Now let's talk about minerals. Your muscles don't work properly without electrolytes. You need minerals such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium. These minerals help your nerves communicate with your muscles and help your muscles contract and relax. But here's the mistake people make. They hear leg cramps equals potassium deficiency, so they immediately start taking potassium. Or they hear leg cramps equals magnesium deficiency, and they start taking magnesium. But that's not always the answer. Because cramps can happen for many different reasons. For example, heavy sweating can alter fluid and electrolyte balance. Intense exercise can fatigue muscles. Certain medications can affect electrolyte levels. And some medical conditions can affect nerves or circulation. So instead of guessing, you need to look at the bigger picture. Now, magnesium is interesting. Your body uses magnesium in hundreds of biochemical reactions. It plays an important role in normal nerve and muscle function. And when magnesium levels are genuinely low, muscle cramps or abnormal muscle contractions can occur. But here's something important. More magnesium isn't automatically better. If you aren't deficient, taking huge amounts doesn't guarantee that your cramps will disappear. And different forms of magnesium are absorbed differently. Some forms are more likely to cause digestive side effects. Others may be better tolerated. So if you're considering magnesium, don't just look at the biggest number on the bottle. Look at the amount of elemental magnesium and consider your total intake from food and supplements. And if you have kidney disease or take medications that affect electrolytes, talk to your healthcare professional before supplementing.
Now here's a question. Why do these cramps seem to attack at night? You're lying down, you're relaxed. You've finally fallen asleep. And suddenly, boom, your calf locks up. There isn't one single explanation for why nighttime cramps happen. But several factors may contribute. Muscle fatigue during the day, long periods of sitting or standing, changes in nerve activity, dehydration, certain medications, and sometimes age-related changes in muscles and nerves. This is why someone can feel perfectly normal during the day and then wake up at 2 a.m. feeling like their calf has been tied into a knot. Here's the mistake I don't want you to make. Don't wait until the cramp happens and then try to solve the entire problem in that moment. When a cramp hits, gentle stretching can help. For a calf cramp, slowly straighten the leg and gently pull the toes toward you. You can also stand and carefully put weight on the affected leg if you're able to do so safely, but don't aggressively force the muscle. And don't massage so hard that you injure yourself. The goal is to help the muscle relax, not create more damage. But once the cramp is gone, that's when you should ask, why is this happening repeatedly? If you're experiencing frequent nighttime cramps, check these 5 areas. Number 1, hydration. If you're consistently underhydrated, especially after sweating heavily, your fluid and electrolyte balance can be affected. Don't obsess over a magic number of glasses. Instead, pay attention to your thirst, activity, heat exposure, and fluid losses. Number 2, muscle overuse. Did you suddenly increase walking, running, cycling, squats, or another workout? Muscle fatigue can increase the likelihood of cramps. Number 3, medications. Some medications can contribute to cramping or electrolyte changes. For example, certain diuretics and other medications can affect fluid or mineral balance. Never stop a prescribed medication on your own. Instead, ask your doctor or pharmacist whether your medication could be contributing. Number 4, electrolytes, magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium all matter. But don't randomly megadose one mineral. If cramps are persistent, testing and medical evaluation may be more useful than guessing.
Number 5, nerves and circulation. This one is extremely important. If you're experiencing numbness, tingling, weakness, burning pain, or significant changes in circulation along with cramps, don't assume it's simply a vitamin deficiency. There may be an underlying nerve, vascular, or other medical issue that needs evaluation. So what can you actually do? Start with the basics. Stay adequately hydrated. Eat a nutrient-dense diet with a variety of whole foods. Don't suddenly overload your muscles with intense exercise. Stretch gently if your muscles feel tight. And if you are considering magnesium, focus on getting enough from food first. Foods such as leafy greens, nuts and seeds, beans, whole grains, and some fish can contribute magnesium to your diet. And remember, a supplement is not a substitute for finding the cause. If your cramps happen occasionally after exercise, that's very different from waking up every night with severe cramps. Frequency matters, severity matters, and your other symptoms matter. Now listen carefully. Most nighttime leg cramps are not an emergency, but there are situations where you shouldn't simply treat them at home. Get medical advice if your cramps are frequent, severe, getting worse, or interfering with your sleep regularly. And seek urgent medical attention if you develop sudden leg swelling, redness, warmth, severe persistent pain, chest pain, or difficulty breathing. Those symptoms can point to something much more serious than an ordinary muscle cramp. Don't ignore them. So the next time your calf suddenly locks up at night, don't immediately assume, I just need more potassium, or I just need magnesium. The real answer may involve hydration, muscle fatigue, electrolytes, medications, nerve function, or another underlying condition. The goal isn't simply to stop the cramp for 5 minutes. The goal is to understand why your body keeps producing it. And if you've been dealing with nighttime leg cramps, start paying attention to the pattern. When do they happen? Which muscle? How often? What did you do that day? What medications are you taking? And are there any other symptoms? Because your body is constantly giving you clues. You just have to learn how to read them. If this video helped you understand your nighttime leg cramps, subscribe to Health Elevate, because in the next video, we're going to uncover another common symptom that people often treat incorrectly.